Hey there, friends. All right, pull up a chair, maybe grab a tea or something cozy, because I'm about to take you through a book that got under my skin in the best way. Can We Be Strangers Again is messy, raw, and so real it feels like it could have been pulled from my own life. Or maybe yours. It's about Dev, a guy stumbling through love, friendship, and all the chaos of young adulthood during the pandemic. He's caught between two women who shape him in ways he never saw coming. Avantika, who lights up his world, and Tanishka, who quietly holds it together. I read this and, man, it brought me back to those years when everything felt so big, so intense. Like, you ever have a memory that hits you so hard it's like you're living it again? That's this book. Let's dive in, starting from the beginning, through the heartbreak, to where it all lands. This one's gonna stick with you. So, it's 2020 and Dev's this hopeful kid ready to dive into college life at Christ University in Bangalore. He's got these big dreams, late-night chats with new friends, maybe sneaking into some campus party, finding that spark of a first love. But then, COVID crashes in, and instead of walking through buzzing hallways, he's stuck in his room, staring at a laptop screen full of tiny Zoom faces. They call it the COVID batch, and let me tell you, that hits close to home. I remember those days, the way loneliness just crept in like you're reaching for something but it's always out of reach. Dev feels it too. His excitement just fizzles, replaced by this quiet ache that's so real it hurts. But then, there's this flicker of hope. A WhatsApp group for his batch becomes a lifeline. You've got classmates like Akinchan tossing in memes, Pavni cracking jokes, trying to make something out of nothing. Their professor, Dr. Jossi, gives this speech. Once a Christite, always a Christite, and even through a glitchy webcam, it's like a jolt of energy. Then there's Manjari ma'am, their teacher, who's got this warm, good morning, that feels like she's reaching through the screen to pat your shoulder. She throws them a project, a class photo collage for Instagram, and suddenly everyone's chatting, sharing bits of themselves. It's small, but it's something, you know? It's like the author's saying, even in the darkest times, you can find a spark. And that's when Dev meets Avantika. Her photo pops up in the group, purple sari, all grace and quiet confidence, and it's like the world stops. She's got this charm that lights up his screen, and their chats start small but grow fast. Late night texts, little secrets, that flirty buzz that makes your heart race. Dev's falling hard. And I was right there with him, grinning like an idiot. Because who hasn't had a crush that feels like it could change everything? But there's Tanishka too. Quieter, less in your face, but always there. She's the friend who listens, who gets him. But Dev's too caught up in Avantika's shine to notice. I've been there, missing the good stuff right in front of me, because I was chasing something flashier. The big moment hits at Ace Cafe. Dev's nervous, palms sweaty, and he pours his heart out to Avantika. It's like something out of a movie, and she says yes. His heart's practically doing cartwheels. But here's the thing, she wants to keep it secret, even from their friends. It's a high, but it's shaky, and you can almost hear the warning bells. Why is she hiding it? What's the deal? Tanishka's there, saying, just watch out, Dev, but he's too smitten to listen. This act's all about that rush of new love, the kind that makes you feel invincible, but it's fragile, and the author sets it up so you know it's gonna get messy. I was rooting for Dev, but part of me was like, oh, buddy, slow down. Okay, let's pause for a second. That's the start, all bright and hopeful, but things are about to get complicated. Let's move into the part where Dev's heart gets tangled up. It's 2021 now, and the second wave of COVID slams everything to a halt. College is back to virtual, and Dev's stuck in this weird in-between, where his secret romance with Avantika is starting to feel off. She's still this dazzling girl who makes his heart skip, but she's having these late-night calls with her ex, Mehul. She swears it's just her being kind. He's got no one else, Dev, but it doesn't sit right. You can feel Dev's doubt creeping in, like a knot in your stomach that won't go away. I've been there, trying to trust someone but feeling the ground shift. It's the worst kind of unease, and the author captures it so well, you're right there with him. second-guessing every word. Tanishka, though, she's his anchor. On Dev's birthday, when Avantika doesn't even call, Tanishka shows up with a wobbly cake and some beers, her smile like a warm light in the dark. "Happy birthday, you old man," she laughs. And for a minute, everything's okay. But then her phone buzzes, and they hear Avantika's voice giggling with Mehul. Dev's gut twists like he's been hit. Tanishka's quick to soften the blow, her eyes full of pity. "She's still talking to him," she says, almost whispering like she hates being the one to say it. It's a punch to the heart, but Tanishka's there, her hand on his arm, steady and real. That moment changes things. Avantika's betrayal cuts deep, but Tanishka's loyalty is like a lifeline. I was torn reading this, feeling Dev's hurt, but also this tiny hope that Tanishka's the one he should be seeing. Then it gets messier. Tanishka starts dating Mihir, this guy who seems charming but turns out to be controlling, dimming her spark. Dev's jealousy sneaks in, and you can tell he's starting to realize what he's been missing. It's so human, that slow dawn of regret when you see someone slipping away. The big blow comes in 2021 in the H3304 hallway at Christ University. Dev catches Avantika laughing with Mehul, her lies right there in front of him. He confronts her, heart pounding, voice shaking, but she shuts him down cold. "We're nothing," she says, right there in front of everyone, and the crowd's stares burn into him. He walks away humiliated, the pieces of his trust crumbling. I felt that moment like it was my own. There's nothing worse than being made to feel small by someone you loved. Dev turns to Tanishka, needing something to hold on to, but she's hurting too. In a quiet library corner, the air heavy, she lets him have it. "You kept me on the sidelines, Dev, always chasing her," she says, her voice sharp, eyes flashing. She's right, and he knows it. He's been blind, choosing Avantika's highs over Tanishka's quiet strength. She walks away, choosing Mihir, even though he's no good for her, and Dev's left standing there, regret like a weight he can't shake. This act's a storm of emotions, and the author nails how love and friendship can break when you're not paying attention. It's raw, it's real, and it left me aching for Dev. We're deep in it now, and it's only gonna get heavier. Let's head into the final act, where Dev has to face the hardest truths and find some kind of peace. It's 2024, and Dev's not the same kid anymore. He's standing on a balcony in Goa, rain pouring down, the cigarette in his hand long gone out. Tanishka's text glows on his phone. "Can we be strangers again?" It's just 4 words, but they hit like a sledgehammer, tearing open old wounds. He's at IIM Goa now, thrown into this brutal world of B-school. Endless assignments, cutthroat competition, and a 20 lakh price tag that feels like a bet he's not sure he'll win. He's tougher, maybe a little jaded, smoking cigarettes he used to hate. The loneliness is back, but it's deeper now, like he's carrying the ghosts of who he used to be. I felt that weight reading it, that sense of being older but not always wiser, you know? Tanishka comes back into his life through late-night calls, and it's like slipping into an old song, familiar, comforting, but tinged with something new. They talk about everything and nothing, laughing over old memories, but she's still stuck with Mihir, this guy who's slowly draining her light. Dev's falling for her, hard, and you can feel his hope flickering, like he's finally seeing what he missed. When she breaks free from Mihir, Dev takes his shot. In Hardwar, with the river mist soft around them, he tells her he loves her, his voice shaky but honest. Her eyes are warm, but they're guarded, carrying the scars Mihir left. "I can't," she says softly, setting boundaries that hurt like hell. It's such a raw moment, and I was right there, heart sinking, because you want them to work so badly, but Tanishka's protecting herself, and you can't blame her. Back at IIM, Dev gets a moment with Avantika. She calls, and it's different, gentle, like they're finally seeing each other for real. "We messed up, didn't we?" she says, and Dev's voice catches. "Yeah, but we're still here." She admits she cheated with Mehul, and it's not about anger anymore. It's about understanding. It's a quiet win, showing how far Dev's come, but the real pain is still waiting. Tanishka's message, "Can we be strangers again?" hits like a final goodbye. Their bond, once everything to him, fades into silence, and he's left alone, rain blurring his eyes, the cigarette dead in his hand. I had to stop reading for a minute, just to sit with that loss. It's not just losing a friend, it's losing a piece of yourself. But here's where the story finds its soul. That last call with Avantika, it's soft, nostalgic, like two old friends picking up where they left off. They laugh, they reminisce, and Dev realizes something big. Even the people who break you shape you. It's not a perfect ending, not some grand gesture, but it's hopeful in its own quiet way, like the first hint of dawn after a long night. The author does this beautiful thing, balancing all that pain with a sense of moving forward. I closed this book and just sat there thinking about my own life, those friendships I let slip, those loves that didn't quite fit. Dev's story is about letting go, not just of people, but of the parts of yourself you've outgrown. This book, it's real. It's love not lining up, friendships cracking under pressure, and the slow, hard work of finding yourself again. I kept thinking about the people who've left marks on my life, the ones I still carry even if they're gone. If you've ever loved someone at the wrong time or lost a friend who felt like home, this story's gonna hit you hard. It's like a song you can't stop humming, full of ache and hope and all the messy stuff that makes us human. So, tell me, what's a story that stayed with you like this? I'd love to hear about it.